Hi, my name is Zachary Kanani, and this is my program titled Space Station Commander OS, which manages system diagnostics and crew members using abstraction, inheritance, interfaces, and polymorphism. And I structured my program using multiple classes: Worker, which is the abstract base class; Human Astronaut and Robot Drone, which are the subclasses; Diagnosable, which is the interface; Life Support System, which is which implements the interface; Diagnostic Scanner, which uses the interface; and then Space Station Commander OS, which is the main driver. So, first in my worker class, I used abstraction by making it abstract and defining an abstract method, which is perform shift duty. And then I used inheritance in human astronaut and robot drone, which both extend worker and override the method, as you can see in both of them. And in the main file, or main driver, I store all the crew members in array list worker, and this would demonstrate polymorphism and upcasting because both robots and humans are treated as worker objects. And when I call perform shift duty, Java uses dynamic binding, which calls the right version depending on the object type. And the interface is diagnosable, and uh, it's using the method run diagnostics. And it's implemented in both robot drone right here and life support system. And this would allow different types of objects to follow the same diagnostic protocol. And then next would be diagnostic scanner, and it accepts uh, any object that implements diagnosable. And this would demonstrate interface-based polymorphism because it can run diagnostics on both life support systems and robots using the same method here. And in the main driver again, I use instance of to check if a worker is a human astronaut, and safely I downcast it by calling execute spacewalk, and an error will occur if it's a robot, and the message will be printed. And the commands are add, shift, spacewalk, and um, spacewalk, scan, and done. And all of these will be in the when I compile and run the code. So add would add a human robot, a human, sorry, a robot or a human, while shift would be the polymorphic method. Uh, space spacewalk uses downcasting, and then scan uses the interface polymorphism, and then done would exit the would be the exit. So now I'm going to show a demo of the code running. So here we run. We're going to compile. So we're going to check. First, we're going to do add, and then see if we'll do human, and then we'll do Alice. And now see astronaut Alice added to the roster. And then we'll do add a robot. Robot Bob. Drone Bob added to roster. Now we'll try shift, and Alice conducting zero gravity botany research, Bob performing automated cargo bay organization. Then spacewalk, we'll put Alice in there, and then Alice is donning the EVA suit and exiting the airlock. And then now we're gonna scan. All right, filters clean, and now we're gonna exit by pressing done. And that was this. This demonstrates all the required functionality for diagnosis and polymorphism. And this concludes my program. Thank you and have a good day.